live button. So they're live right now. They can probably see us right now.
Hell yeah.
You know what? That's probably happening. Now, do I know why I hit the live button? I don't know why. I can't fathom why.
You actually showed up.
Jaffe.
I'm a salami nipple girl.
But my profile specifically said no salami nipples.
No. On screen, I'm showing.
I didn't read that far.
You actually showed up.
Nipples, the clip.
I'm a salami nipple girl.
We'll get the audio of this one later.
Said no
later in the
salami
show,
nipples.
I'm gonna hide it again. Sorry, chat. We're gonna get back to that one later. Good morning, the LolCow Universe. It is I, TechProtect, here with Grim, not Galleries, not GTS, or whatever the fucking thing is with that one doll
Laden.
guy. It's G. Laden. And I also have David Jaffe coming in soon. If only he took this fucking seriously. Jaffe! Jaffe, please. I don't have enough money to pay for you to come in, Jaffe. Please. No more. No more me sending money to fucking people that should just care. Anyways, speaking of people that should care, I don't know if you know this. Do you know who Phantom is? You know,
wow.
Like fan.
Imagine if I didn't. Yeah, of course I know Phantom. I was on Alpha.
I know. Yeah. I was a host on Alpha. You're a host on Alpha. Fanny G's birthday today. Yeah. Yeah. Phantom's birthday. You know who else's birthday it was today? Sweet Tea.
On the same day?
At the same day. And they're hosts on the same show, but they are like 20 years apart. All right. You know, it's Sir Mikey says Sweet Tea is tomorrow. I was told it was today. All right, I got
still a major coincidence.
Major coincidence. So there was a lot of January birthdays. I think you made a list, and you were checking it twice about the birthdays, right? I have the same birthday as Steak. Or Steak has the same birthday as me, you know? Whatever one means.
Whichever came first.
Yeah, I'm superior. Hey, it's my month, kinda.
Oh, Jaffe's in the other fucking live on air. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Is this guy...
genius.
Is he serious?
He's gone geriatric, dude.
Oh,
you good?
Hey, Jaffe, welcome to the right call.
Where did I go?
You were in
Where am I?
Where did I go? I was someplace.
Yeah, you were just in a different studio, just by yourself.
I needed a moment for myself. I like how you're like, if Jaffe bothers to show up or what, bitch, I woke you up not 5 minutes ago. You were sleeping. Yeah, I got my ass up on time.
I mentioned that on stream as well. I am sleepy. I'm a tired guy. Jaffe.
No.
How are you feeling about the 7 a.m. time slot? We're now on day 3 of 7 a.m.
Yeah, it's not bad. 7 a.m. waking up. Got to get cereal. I like it.
Is that a song?
A fucking Friday song.
Rebecca Friday.
I think it's a Friday song.
Rebecca Black. Sorry.
Rebecca.
I don't really have a problem with it at all. I'm enjoying it. It's nice. You know what's fun is it's nice to finish the show. I mean, I love doing the show, of course, but it's nice to finish the show and then go, oh, I still have the whole morning. You know, because before that 9 to 11 for us here, it was, you know, by the time you're done with the show and then you take the dog out and all that, it's just like 12:45, 12:30, and you're like, oh, now we're into the afternoon. So I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I was up late last night, obviously, you know, with a fact-finding mission, talking to Kid behind the camera, because I don't even know how this came up. Do we want to get into this yet or not yet? Let's save it.
No, that's like a juicier thing. But also, turn on your fucking camera, fat behind the camera.
I'll turn it on. I'm sorry. Are you making fat jokes?
Jaffe, at my age, fat's like a suggestion, lose weight. At your age, it's like a requirement to lose weight, okay? There's a difference between being 50-year-old fat and 20-year-old fat.
No.
No. Are you eating now? Are you? Can I?
Yeah.
Am I hearing you eat? And you're like,
I'm
are you
eating.
calling me fat?
I'm Cookie
Eating a
Monster.
whole ass chicken.
Cookie
my
Monster. Cookie Monster.
Yeah,
I'm hungry. Let me eat some real quick.
Yeah, turn on your camera so we can see. We can point and
No
laugh.
way.
Are we doing blue or red yogurt? What are we doing?
Peanut butter sandwich.
Peanut butter sandwich. Okay. Nice change of pace.
All right, Jaffe.
I'll turn it on.
Let's get on.
Give me a minute. Look at that. What is this? Curious Princess from Con. I hope I'm looking at the right
joke.
Am I looking at the right chat? I don't even know if I'm looking at the right chat.
Yeah.
Guys,
It's like, dude, you're watching Asmongold. Nobody's giving you that much money. Con MVP, thank you so much for that very generous super chat, buddy. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means, but thanks, bud.
It's an inside joke between Con and I. Well, and also Steak. Steak was also a part of that.
You don't have enough good friends to have inside jokes, Grim. Don't fucking lie.
Turn your camera.
Fair enough. Okay. Turn on your camera, dude. People want to see. All right.
Oh my god, you fucking whores! Shut the fuck up.
I need your camera on because I woke up 5 minutes before we went live, and I still not had my morning pee. I need to go have my morning pee, or my bladder will explode.
Do it right there. $20. He'll do it right there in the chair.
No.
Well, because look, the fucking dog pees there all the time.
No, that's happened like 3 times in the past like a couple months.
No, I did not talk to Mike privately. Salami Brain am I saying his name right? Salami
Brain.
Salmon.
Salmi Brahim.
I called him Salami Brain. Sorry,
dude, we can't read.
I can't.
Steak Saucy says, curious.
I think he's Steak Saucy. Yeah, pee in a bottle, says Cat Lady. Jesus Christ, the Amazon guys do it.
Complete. For $20.
$100, he'll pee in. If you $100, will you pee in a bottle right there at your desk?
Look how nice my womb looks.
Will you pee in a bottle at your desk? No one's awake. I'm not in there. No one has to really see it, but we have to hear it.
For $100?
$100, will you do your morning pee in a bottle? Off camera, of course, but we want to hear it. Don't be a fucking man. $100.
Can we have Jaffe read that, please? Can we have Jaffe read it, please?
I'm going to read this. Con, thank you for the super chat again, buddy. Moneybags McGee. Although I don't know what CA is. Oh, Canada. Oh, wow. Canada. What's it like to be free?
We're sending him the signed thing.
I'm curious.
This is why he's donating, by the way.
Oh, great. I was going to say, yeah, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I'm curious. I'm weewing. While you were out playing Aquators, I was masturbating to Boyd. All right, anyway. Yeah, be a man, pee in the bottle. Thank you for that, Con.
I don't know. Yeah, here's the question.
Con.
All right, Dylan, I'm not, look, you're the one that's always loving the LCU. You're the one that's always
nothing to do with
trying really hard to be in with the cool kids and spending tons of money to be liked by them. The minute something comes up that will allow you to have your fucking cell phone rewind. Oh my God, did you hear Tech peed in a bottle? I don't know.
Okay, here's the
that's why you don't get to sit at their table.
Here's what's going on, Jaffe. Here's the actual reason why peeing in a bottle feels dangerous. I feel like I pee like 1 liter at least, right? If not like 1.5 liters.
And that's not real. There's no way.
No, it's real. I have.
Brother, are you sitting there just going? You're the guy at the stall who puts his hand on the fucking wall. Because
I do put my hand on the wall, but not the stall. The bathrooms outside my house are dirty. But no, I pee for like 50 seconds at a time. Like, and it's like Austin Powers in Goldmember when he's like getting defrosted. Jaffe, I made a movie reference, and it's real. It's good.
It's not bad. I was hoping you would reference Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds Part 2.
I don't know what that is.
I know, but I'll take it.
Towards Tech's LolCow Live donation fund. Thank you, Red Sheets Metal. I will be at bat for you any day. All right. Hey, look, I did another reference to our friends, our fans.
You did the thing.
One, it would be
Yeah, Han Solo
so much
says then
piss.
get 2 bottles.
Yeah, but I would need like a 2-liter orange
You're
juice
right next
bottle.
to an open window. If you run out of space, just pee on the balcony.
It's a balcony
Yeah.
where the neighbors see us.
Somebody look at
I
your
don't
ass.
see the show.
What do you mean they don't see us? We had complaints the other time. They were like, "These motherfuckers are smoking on that balcony."
Look. Here's the deal. I don't really care what you do. Let's move on because you're clearly a coward. And that's fine.
I did
Now-
a poll. They can answer if they want to see me pee in a bottle. We'll set up. If so, we'll set up the goal.
Are you gonna like?
71% wants you to fucking pee in the bottle.
Wait, are you sitting down pissing and you're gonna be like, here you go. Here's where I'm at. Gonna grab the other bottle. Time to refill. Oh my god.
I don't know if I have enough bottles.
That's nasty.
Take over the call, Jaffe. I'm gonna look for a peeable bottle. Okay, then I won't look over a peeable bottle. You fucking little pussy boy. Going, oh my god, roll my eyes. I'm in high school. You suggest a fucking thing of content, and then you fucking go like this. Oh, how dare he make me?
There is a giant
I'm running a
plastic
show.
Tupperware. We can throw it away after you're done. Pee in that.
There's a giant peanut butter jelly sandwich that you're fucking macking out with right now.
Yeah,
all right, that's
well-
that's what you're upset about. Is we're interrupting breakfast.
No. What I'm saying is I'm thinking of the big Tupperware. We'll throw it away. That's a perfect thing to pee in.
Is it the one
Here,
that
I'll go get it out, but I'll bring it to you.
the one that I made pasta in today or yesterday? Oh my god!
Oh shit, piss pasta, my favorite.
Why does Jeffy have a
It's like
bald
how mom
spot
used to make
just
it.
right there?
Yeah, it's just there. He has like a what was it called, a monk's cap? Or
Like if he had just like a tiny hat,
that?
you know, you just cover up just
like
right.
a yarmulke.
What's that?
Yeah,
Like a Yamaha?
no yarmulke, like
What?
the little Jewish
obviously,
hats,
obviously,
you know?
I know what a Yamaha.
Oh, okay, I was a little surprised. I was like,
I'm
"There's no way he
pulling
doesn't
your
know," but
leg.
I'll explain it anyways.
I don't know Revenge of the Nerds, but I know what a yarmulke is. $10 from Con. If I could save piss in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every pee till eternity passes away, just to wee-wee with you. You mean pee in this? Open container style?
That's crazy. The backsplash is gonna be crazy.
I could.
Bro's gonna do some friendly fire on himself.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's gonna spill. I'm not like a Motel 6. I'm like the Ritz. The water pressure behind my pipes are phenomenal, and it's. Do you know the pee steam that's gonna hit my ball sack if I do this, Jaffe?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What dog?
You should wear a yarmulke, Jaffe.
That would mean I would need to be Jewish, correct?
No, it's just like a fashion statement for like the bald spot.
Why, guys? You guys worry too much about your hair. It's gross.
You don't worry enough.
It's gross. Wait, how's it gross?
Because it's just so wimpy. It's just be a fucking man. Just relax.
Yeah. Just piss in the Tupperware.
Yeah, it's in the fucking Tupperware. Guys are just shut up.
You pussies, come on.
I mean, seriously, imagine the quality of woman who's only going to fuck you because you don't have a bald spot. What are you talking about?
No one cares
Fuck
about the
her.
woman fucking you about the bald spot. It's the
I
you.
do.
It's the you looking at yourself and being like, my body's failing to produce hair for myself. Oh, my body gave up. Well, you should.
The keratin. Where did it go?
I go. I'm 54.
Okay.
I've produced 2 brilliant children.
Unrelated.
It's not unrelated.
True.
Is your body failing?
No. I mean, at 54, I'm doing pretty good, especially given how much I weigh. I'm doing pretty fucking good.
Well, yeah. I mean, the whole idea about like, oh, is he losing hair? Does he have bad skin? It's not because he's
bad
old.
Skin?
Oh, how can we know, Grandpa? How can we really know? The only skin we've ever seen from you is your wrist, like lifting up food to your mouth, or your face. Right? No one knows what your like chest looks like. What if we got $100, Jaffe? We see the chest hair.
Yeah, no. You guys are so weird on this shit. In fact, I came into that show last night with kid behind the camera, you and the MTV kid. And it was like nobody was wearing clothes. It's like, what is the matter with you guys?
I had my shirt on.
Put some fucking clothes on, you weirdos.
Were you scratching your back with the mouthpiece of a wooden pipe?
Yeah.
Is that the one you chew on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Fair enough.
By the way, chat, we're closing the poll. It's only 66% said yes. I'm not pissing in a poll for a slim majority.
Well, let's move on. You're
we're
clearly
done.
you're clearly a
but
child.
we are moving on to Jaffe's presentation on LolCow Nerds last night. We kind of mentioned it a little bit.
Let's see it.
So if you don't know, Lisi is away from the universe for the next couple days or so. Her grandfather passed away this week. She went to Puerto Rico to go, have the funeral, whatever. So she asked to people, hey, can you watch my shows? Try and help me out. I don't know if my co-hosts are going to be okay by themselves. And I was watching, and I was like, holy shit, is Grim boring as fuck. Oh my god. Is
that the guy at the top left?
Top left.
Yep.
The one he looks, I'm gonna make it big. He looks like my older brother who like the family's disappointed in. He looks like by the way, you're gonna see it here. Oh no, he put his shirt back on.
So many
the
toys.
man has like tribal tattoos and like Japanese kanji. Like he's just filling up the prescription for how
he thinks
nerdy
he's
fuck.
Roman Reigns.
Oh
Now he just
my
needs a big
god.
beard.
So I hopped in there and I was having a conversation with the guys, and Jaffe overhears me talking to Mike. He's like, "Who the fuck? Which Mike?" I was like, "Okay, behind the camera." And Jaffe just comes in. He's like, "Ask him if he beats his wife." Just off screen. I might have that moment. I can pull it up.
No, you just pitched it. We're good.
Okay, so
that's what happened.
So that's what's happening, and then Jaffe is like, "Oh, I'll hop in. I'll have this conversation with these guys." So let's.
By the way,
watch this.
I did forget to tell him. I feel bad. I forgot to tell him how great he was in Full Metal Jacket. But that said, hopefully I'll tell him later.
This is my rifle. Okay. I'm gonna hit play.
Gun.
And I'm like, I don't talk shit. I heard solid steel.
Yikes.
Oh, Lego.
Well,
get Jaffe.
I mean, I'm looking at this thing from Kristen. Tech being here after all the shit him and Jaffe talk on mic is wild. And I'm like, I don't talk shit. I heard people played shit for me that was the cops coming and your wife being really distraught. It sounded terrible. And I'm like, I'm not talking shit. It sounds like you beat up on your wife, which I'm not a fan of, obviously.
Can I just say, for those wondering, Nick, the guy who just jumped into Legos onto his knees, he's running OBS. Can you hear him just breathing heavily into his microphone?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
What terrible production.
It's because he just hurt his feet, I think, was the idea.
He jumped knees first into a pile of Lego.
Not a
All right,
fan
here we
of
go.
it. I don't lay my hands on my wife. I didn't. We did get drunk. We had a shitty night. There was I don't like getting into what we talked about that led to but I broke some shit, and she called the cops and said that I was like trying to kill her because I was walking down the driveway. Hey Bridget, stop calling the cops so we don't go to jail tonight. And she was like, he's chasing me. I think she said she had a knife or something.
She was lying about this.
Yes.
If we paid for a lie detector test and someone would do a lie
100%.
detector test, you would do
Holy
it?
shit.
I would take a lie detector test. I never hit her, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tech, let's get on that.
Let's get on that. So just
Yeah, Tech, producer, get on it.
get on it, TechProtect. My producer, I don't pay anymore.
No, the idea is we're going to raise the money. We'll raise the money from the LCU if they want it. Because look, I would want to know if I'm supporting a wife beater. And if we can raise, I don't know how much it would cost, not that much money to get a lie detector machine with a professional administrator to run to his house and do it, we should do it.
Yeah, I will look into it as the unpaid producer, the intern on my own show, and I will see what it would cost. We probably will fundraise on weekend streams, right? Like a separate event.
Fine. But I mean, this was last night, Anna G, and I mean we talked more about it. But basically at that point, it came down to him saying, I didn't do it. I did not. And I was like, okay, well, I have no evidence of whether you did or not. I heard the call. And my understanding is we're not going to necessarily, we can't really play that call, but we all know there was a call. Khan, thank you for the super chat in the chat. He says, I heard the phone call. That recount from Mike is inaccurate. I've only heard the call once. And it was pretty disturbing. And I also know that, you know, the number of women who do get beaten on, who then lie about it out of fear and out of shame and out of a variety of things is pretty high. So
like there's a number of factors here.
Wait, so it's a terribly serious thing, and I hope he is right. I hope it is not what it sounded exactly like it was, and that would be great to discover that it's not true. But I'm not going to sit here and just sort of act like, he said he didn't do it. Fuck it, he didn't do it. You know, I mean, there's a police report and there's a phone call, and it's that's the real shit you're getting into. It's I don't know. I take it serious, as should all of you guys.
Have you personally, Jaffe, ever had a partner or someone you were seeing like threaten you with, "Oh, I'm going to tell people you did this"?
No.
Never.
No, because I think they know I would. My response would be, "All right, go tell them."
Grim, you?
Never had that issue.
But you've only been in like one relationship,
a handful of. Well,
like 5 years?
So I've been in relationships that lasted at least a year, but my longest was definitely with Beans. That was 8 years. Yeah.
8 years. Well, when you said a year, like you started dating Beans when you were in high school, right?
Yeah, but I dated people even before then. Like,
well, yeah. I don't imagine they're like, this 12-year-old's beating on me.
Yeah, no,
it's domestic.
No, but like definitely in high school, I definitely I dated other people. I started dating her like I think it was like sophomore or junior. I can't remember.
Yeah,
it's been so long.
The thing that is honestly, I will give you the secret to all of this. And again, you know, your mileage will vary on what you value in relationships, but if you allow the relationship to become your thing, I don't mean family life, I mean the relationship, you're fucked. It doesn't mean you can't adore your relationship. It doesn't mean you can't love your relationship. But if you allow your own shine to be diminished or removed because your new passion is the relationship, other than the beginnings of it, when it takes over your life as it should, that's the problem. You always got to have your own trapeze to jump to. When I was younger, before I met who would become my wife, I'm like, I'm going to go make movies, man. I don't really give a fuck. Oh no, you want drama? I don't have time for drama. The priority was I'm doing my thing, and we can do it together. We can be together, but I don't really care. You know, I was dating this one girl in college, and it turned out that her and I were dating, but she was also seeing this other guy, and it wasn't like we were exclusive, so I wasn't really upset about it, and it wasn't like she was betraying me. And people were like, "Aren't you upset?" I'm like, "I don't care. If she wants to be with that guy, let her go be with that guy. What the fuck do I care?" I mean, it's people get too dependent on their relationships, and I think in a way that it prevents them from looking at their own goals and passions. And I think that's bad. I think it's bad.
I have had a partner like accuse me of doing like heinous shit to kind of like sully my name before. I used to be a frequent shopper at this one music store, right? Love this music store. I've been going there since I was like 12 years old in Vegas. And I started dating this girl. It was with the fiance, right? Jaffe knows a little bit of the background of this story. If you're paying attention. I don't know if you're paying attention.
I've heard it before, so I'm bored, but
she was a terrible partner. She would like throw things at me. She would hit me. She like abused the dog, you know, Courage. Encourages it. Courage is a nice boy. He's not a mean guy. Oh, he's mean to like kids. That's a different story. Anyways, I was going to the music store for a long time. When we started dating, she had like not a lot of job experience. She didn't know what she was doing. I got her first job at that music store. Right? she did pretty well. She became like a manager and shit. And everyone there knew me, but because we were like on the edge of breaking up, she started like just sprinkling. She started sprinkling like these stories to her coworkers, like, oh yeah, Tech is so mean, like he's abusive. He's like one day he locked me out of the house. He like took my car away from me as a punishment, like all this shit. And like the real story is like I bought that bitch a car, you know, like I've slept in the hotels before, like to like give her space. You know, I'm a very like, you know, cordial guy when it comes to people that are, you know, having a bad time. I would be anyways.
So you had a bad day, Mariah.
All right, we're just gonna make song references.
Yeah, it's just song references all the time.
And what's funny about that guy is his last name. His name was Daniel Powder, but he looked like the kid in the movie Powder.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, old man. Look,
yeah, I don't know either.
She had told all the people working at that music store, this guy is a fucking monster. He's awful. And then when we broke up, then they were like hitting me on Instagram. You piece of shit, motherfucker. I can't believe you would do that to this person. She's so nice and you're such an evil guy. And I think I told you, she told her mom. I took my ex-fiance's mom in to live with us because she was getting abused by her boyfriend. Right? The mom had lived with us for like a year at that point.
One's in the chat if this is interesting.
Shut the fuck up!
What the fuck is happening?
You talked about a college chick that was like cheating on you with some dude, and it's the most boring story.
People loved it.
No one's gonna remember this tomorrow.
You gotta understand there's a difference.
No one's gonna remember this tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh my god. Anyways, she told her mom.
Once you make a big video game,
I'm gonna go take a piss. You fucking.
They're getting you choose. They're getting you choose. They like it. Here's what's funny. He's actually winning in the chat.
I was gonna say Tech. Once you make a large video game that people care about,
they like you.
Then people will care.
Look, all right. Here's the wrap up to this story.
Thank God.
Hurry up.
I lost my favorite fucking store that I've ever been to in my life because this bitch lied about me. Her mom, I was taking care of her mom and her sister in my house because, you know, they were having a bad time because of domestic violence. And then my fiance tells the mom, I'm going to kick you from the call, Grim. Then the fiance tells her mom, oh, Tech is abusive. He beats me. And the mom goes, you lying piece of shit. Don't you talk like that about TechProtect. And
yeah, don't you dare.
Jaffe knows this. The mom stayed living at my house when me and my ex-fiance broke up. The mom was like, you're a bad daughter, all right? TechProtect's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. So I kicked out the fiance. You know, she ended up getting a boyfriend, leaving, right? And the mom lived with me for like 6 more months. And I was like, you need to find a place, right? And then the bitch got cancer.
Bitch, you need to find a home.
She got the mom got cancer, and I took care of her for like an additional year. You know.
Look what Ma Weenie wrote.
I have completely forgotten what Tech even was talking about. Yeah, fuck. Okay, you guys.
I don't even know what. I don't either.
I'm taking a piss.
Because somebody told Tech at one point.
Talk about something other than me, pussy.
He's like, you're a really good storyteller. You have really good stories, Tech.
I'm gonna piss in 5 Modelo bottles that I'm drinking right now and leave them outside your door, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
Now he okay, Howard Hughes.
I'm gonna leave them steamy and uncapped.
And now he thinks he's like, oh, everybody just loves gather around the fire. Let me tell you a new TechProtect story. And then Burilla's in the chat going, he's told this story so many times already on so many shows. It's like, dude, get some new shit.
Where do they type that? They didn't even type that. You're making things up now.
Yes, he did. I'm looking right at it.
They did.
Tech
I'm reading
has told
it.
this story so many times.
Nah, I don't see it.
That's true.
Hold on.
Oh, probably because you're not on live
thank you for the super chat. He says, W-win ex-fiance. No, and she was bad. I will tell you this. This dog that they brought here, Courage, he's ill-behaved, but he is so cute and so sweet and just a sweet little puppy. And they didn't like him. They were like mean. And that's how you know when somebody's mean to a dog. And again, some dogs are assholes, but most dogs just are not. When somebody's mean to a dog, you can judge that person pretty easily, I think. And so I've never even met this woman. And the fact that I've met this dog, and I'm like, how can you not lose your shit over how cute and sweet this dog is?
it's like typically with people like I'm sure you've heard this before, where the most common thing with like all serial killers is that they've like harmed animals in the past, like before harming like humans. And so I feel like that same sentiment goes towards like how people treat animals. Like that gives you an idea of how they treat human beings. Like if you treat them like shit or just like leave them out to fucking, outside the yard for like days without food or water. Yeah, you can only imagine how they treat their own kids at that point, right?
You ever see that movie about the dog that kept getting reincarnated until it got back to its owner? It was with like Dennis Quaid. Bailey was the dog. Bailey. It was called A Dog's Life. Or I don't know what it was fucking called. No. It was like a couple years back, and it died, and you followed its new life every time it got reincarnated until it ultimately found its way back. And the owner was like, "Oh my God, you're the dog I had when I was a kid." Well, anyway, one of the lives it lived was exactly what you're talking about. It was just like left out in the yard. They didn't feed it. They kicked it. It was like, and you look at that and you go, holy shit, man, there are people who treat their animals that way. It's amazing to me that people would do that. So you're right. When you see somebody do that, I don't know if they're a killer, but you don't want them in your life. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I would agree. Like I remember.
Fuck that.
I used to have arguments
I hate my ex.
with my. Oh, nice. I remember having arguments with my mom, and she would always talk about, I hate animals and all this other shit. The moment that we got a dog, then I actually got to see like the light in her eyes show up.
Oh, yeah.
She always took care of me as a kid, and obviously, that's like any parent ever. I get that. But like, there's obviously parents that are like super, there are parents that exist in the world that are going to be like super dismissive or they don't care about their kids. Like they'll do the bare minimum.
Look, we're talking about something that's impactful and important, but you know what? It was the worst thing about my fucking ex.
Go.
She wanted to fuck Jaffe.
Yeah.
And before,
I thought that was her sister or something.
No,
Is this real?
This is real. My ex-fiance grew up playing God of War with her dad, who eventually died, like early on in their childhood, right? But God of War was like their bonding thing, right? Mm-hmm. Come home from elementary school, play God of War, talk as a family. Well, yeah, because I'm young compared to you, old man.
Yeah, but she shouldn't be playing God of War when she's in elementary school.
She also played Dante's Inferno a ton.
That's
but
wait. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Look, before
Devil May Cry.
Before I knew anything about David Jaffe, because I had never played a fucking video game from him, I've never heard of him talk about anything. She was like, "Oh, who's your one pass?" And for me, it's whatever her name, Makuchi from Fuck Me in the Ass Because I Love Jesus. You know what I'm talking about?
Mother Mary?
What? The band Garfunkel or something. I don't know. Anyways, it's a lady. I like this lady. She has a unique look. Anyways, she's like, "Oh, my pass is the guy who made God of War." And I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I remember Googling
David Jaffe.
I remember Googling David Jaffe, and I saw his face when I was like 24 years old, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I guess this guy, whatever."
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then I break up with the bitch, kick her out the house. I'm on Discord, and I'm flirting up this nice lady. And then we started dating, and she's like, "By the way, my dad, he's like a video game guy." I was like, "Oh, who is he?" David Jaffe. And I was like,
there's only so much fucking RAM in the world, baby.
It all goes full circle.
And this story, honest to God, is real. My girlfriend knows this story.
No, this is a real story. Final Chicken. It's
my
weird.
ex, talk about like the best type of revenge. My ex-fiance wanted to fuck this guy, and now I'm his son.
You're not. First off, you're not my son. Second off, I did fuck her. She was rubbish.
The 5 foot tall Filipino lady. You were like, "I'm fucking this bitch."
Yeah, I don't call women that. Why do you throw that word around so easily?
I call you a bitch.
It's whore. Right, of course.
Oh, actually,
whore is different. Because whore is clearly an over-the-top word indicating a variety of things. The calling a woman a bitch so freely, I think that word is so acceptable by society. If you actually call a woman a whore and you're not on camera and you're not doing a bit and you're not being silly and over the top, that's different. I've decided. Amazing Maisie. Thank you for the super chat. Boyhood, movie for the wheel. Boy, that sounds like a great time in the Discord. Amazing Maisie. Let's watch a 3-hour movie I've seen the movie. It's a great fucking movie, but sure, man, let's get high and watch Boyhood from Richard Linklater. Great movie though.
That's
yeah,
a fake
let's put it on the
name.
wheel.
That's not a real name. You just said.
Yeah.
Richard Linklater.
No, Frez Blood. I'm more like Next Generation Star Trek, baby.
Oh my god. Jaffe's like the original
okay.
Sweet Tea, and Tech is STD Trek. What does that mean?
Oh, original Star Trek.
I read Sweet Tea. I was like Jaffe's Sweet Tea. I was like, okay,
no,
it's her birthday tomorrow.
Sweet Teas or Star Trek?
Sweet Teas.
Who gives a shit?
Well, it's Phantom's birthday today.
True.
Happy birthday, Phantom.
Yeah, fuck you, Sweet Tea. Happy birthday, Phantom, though.
Well, Sweet Tea was nice at first, and then she became a raging bitch to me. See, now I'm doing it. And I lost any interest in her as a nice person. Because I remember when she was just very manipulative when she first came in. And she was like, oh, I like Jaffe. And then she got a show and stuff. And I don't know. People are weird.
Yeah. She loves gay goblin porn rape scenes.
I remember that.
Christ.
She sure does.
Yeah.
No, not Jesus Christ. She does.
It's real. Our first introduction to Sweet Tea, she was a caller into Madhouse. Hey, David Jaffe! That shrill, high-pitched, fucking messy throat. Yeah, David Jaffe! I love you, David Jaffe! And Jen's like, oh, you seem like a...
It's like, is it Cartman?
Yeah, you seem like a great individual. And she's like, I am! And Jeffy's like, what's your favorite type of porn? She goes, oh, I love this goblin rape porn. It's gay porn.
And wouldn't you know it, Bunny knew exactly what she was talking
She's like,
about.
oh, yeah, I've seen that before.
It was
Yeah.
me. It was me making the references. Bunny was like,
a woman
oh.
of taste.
Oh, I thought Bunny knew this one.
No, it was me. I was like, oh, are you the one that only has like 4 episodes? Oh, yeah. Because I don't watch gay fucking goblin rape porn, but I was Googling it while she's talking, and I was like, okay, what is she talking about? And I was like, oh, look, there's 4 episodes. It has 4.8 stars on mypornflick.com.
Is that a thing?
No, I made that up. But, you know, we're playing along, and she's like, oh, my favorite episode is when the prince goes to save the princess, but he goes into the cave, and the goblins overpower him and take off his Johnnies, and they start sucking him off. And I was like, oh, this girl is amazing. We need to get her on a show immediately.
Sure you are, Bunny. Hey, Bunny, listen, I'm not going to say, I'll talk to you off camera, B. Bunny says I'm normal. You ain't normal.
Yeah.
Open your purse. Tell us what you got in your purse, Bunny. Well, I have a feather and I have a clown nose.
Yeah.
Bunny's purse is like, Bunny should be a superhero, and she just opens the purse and whatever she has, that's what she uses to fight crime.
I want to give Bunny a new obsession.
Uh-oh.
Bunny Button. Did you know that Crayola used to make a color yellow called Dandelion, and they discontinued that color back in like 2009 or some shit? And
Why?
It's a very rare color of yellow, and it's a beautiful shade of yellow. And there's people that are out there collecting dandelion yellow.
In your purse. That's so
She does. You start collecting dandelion yellow Crayola crayons.
Yeah. You know, Jay-Z has his own color. He's like,
That's
he's
racist.
trademarked.
It's Black History Month.
What?
No, he does. It's called Jay-Z Blue. Jay-Z Blue is a color that they
I'm gonna
created.
look that up.
Look it up.
No way.
Yeah, and you can't use that color unless he gives you the approval for products and stuff.
Jay-Z Blue.
Yep.
Copyrighted in 2007.
GM vehicles.
Yeah, it's a mix
It's like
of sky blue
pearlescent
cobalt.
metallic. Yeah, cobalt sky blue. Yeah. Apparently, Cadillac Escalade has that fucking color. Jesus.
Yeah.
This is a gangster
nice
fucking
blue.
color. What the fuck?
Well, he's not
Yeah,
a
it is.
businessman.
That's a crypt blue. You know what I'm saying?
It is a fairly crypt blue. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up.
Yeah.
That's Reddit.
He even has a Rolex in that color. That's insane.
Yeah, you just don't know anything about pop culture. You act like you're the youth on the street. You know
Hold
what's
up.
going on.
Music is one
everything.
thing. All right. Anything beyond that, don't give a shit. I don't go outside. All right.
That's
I don't
good
give
for
a
you.
fuck.
That's wise. Don't go outside.
What a beautiful
Horrible
view.
out there.
It's dangerous out there. There's ice
Yeah.
members. All right.
All 3 of us like to be indoors, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck the outside.
As I've said before, if it wasn't for my family having roots here now, I would move to like Big Bear, or I would move to like a little mountain town that has enough society that I can go to the hospital if I need to, go to the store.
True.
But I would live not in isolation, but in a very small, tiny house with the best internet in the world, the best computers in the world. And I would go for walks. I would be with my dogs. I would have friends close enough by that I could hang out with people. But I would spend 90% of my time in one little tiny house with the woods outside and just being on the internet. I would be so happy.
If, let's say, God forbid or heaven forbid, whatever the religious people say, if your father-in-law were to pass away,
my father-in-law,
yes, and he gave you the cabin,
yes,
and we could get fiber internet up there, would you move to the cabin?
Probably.
That sounds amazing, right? Waking up, morning cup of coffee.
It's 30 minutes away from town, so you've got to kind of figure out if you could make it work. But I would live out my days in that cabin. Yeah.
Big rocking chair, the long pipe you use to scratch your fucking back crack.
Sit on
the Ace dog, the big
reading
black
books, doing streams, playing video games. Come on now.
Okay, Gaga with the $5.
Poke Gaga, Jaffe, when you launching your line of sneakers?
Fuck Grim, I guess.
Jaffe's.
He was talking. He was doing it, and you just like.
I'm sorry, Grim. Go ahead, Grim.
No, you already read it.
It was just because it was to me,
it's
so
been
I
read.
was reading it.
It's been said.
I'm sorry. I only did because I assumed you were bringing it to my attention.
I was there when it was written.
I assumed you were bringing it to my attention because it was written to me. That's why I wasn't trying to steal your shit.
No, it's okay. No, fuck me. I get it.
But I would say Poke Gaga. Yeah, I don't really. I buy one kind of sneaker. It's New Balance.
It's the old white New Balance. It's the old
size 10. I've been buying the same. I've been buying the same tennis shoe for decades.
Yeah.
The last time I only bought shoes recently, about 8 months ago. Before that, I hadn't bought a new shoe since 2020. New Balance lasts forever. I buy the same kind of jeans. I buy the same black Dickies t-shirt. It's easy. It's fun. I love it.
Did you read Amber Heard's turds or Amber Heard's dungs?
Yeah, she wanted me to be, or he wanted me to be something. They wanted me. I think it's a he. Jaffe, can you be the dad I never had? There's a lot of people here who always don't seem to have dads. What's wrong with that?
That's the internet. Also, 50% of marriages end in divorce, and the majority of them end with.
So what?
Tell us about that, Jaffe.
Yeah, I'm glad I got divorced. It was a great thing we did. I still love my ex-wife, but I'm not in love with her. But regardless of that, though, yeah, divorce is a great thing, just like marriage is a great thing. If it comes from the right place. Too much money is made trying to keep marriages together that don't belong together. Marriage is an antiquated institution, not family raising their kids together, but the idea of a marriage, it's a dumb idea. But we have to grow out of it like religion. So
Red Sheets
people with bad dads, no dads donate the most. Keep them coming, you old fucking orphans.
True.
Where's Bruce Wayne? Red Sheets Metal, thank you for the super chat, buddy. We appreciate that. But yeah, all liberals get divorced, says Bootrilla. Cool. Yeah, I don't care.
Do you want to?
I don't look at it like a bad thing.
Pull for that, sure, go for it.
I like what I love about this, because obviously the fear when you get divorced is how it's going to affect the kids, or at least it should be. And
if you have kids, yeah.
If you have, that would be really weird. Otherwise, if you were worried about, like what's going on in that relationship. But what I would say is, I would ask my kids. Now it's a joke, but throughout their growing up, are you guys doing okay with the divorce? And there's like, we don't really care, right? I mean, because we were in their lives every single fucking day. We raised them together. My ex-wife lives around the corner. We'd go to all the games together. We'd have Christmas together. We'd go on vacations together. We were still a family. We just weren't married. And so the kids were just like, yeah, whatever. And that's how it should be. The kids shouldn't get jostled around with this shit. It's not their problem. So
especially if the parents try to like make the kids take sides, or not even
so
make them, but just like underhandedly, just like saying, yeah, your father used to do this. It's like, all right, like I didn't think I needed to know that about you guys having those issues. Now I see that.
Roscoe brings up a really great point, which is a lot of successful people were forged in hardship. There's no doubt about that. I mean, there's absolutely no doubt about that. Most successful people, and when I was my most successful in my career, it was because I was so hungry because I had come from being desperate to have success because we had no money growing up. We had a lot of love. I feel like no one's going to get the reference. I don't care. I was born a coal miner's daughter. The point is, we had a lot of love growing up, but it was tumultuous and money was incredibly a pain point. It was real bad. And I was just like, I want an escape from that. And then once you get that, it's amazing how demotivated I became when it came to that career because I got all those things. And I was like, I'm good. Does communism allow marriage or do they just share? I don't know, Pokegog. That's a good question. We'll have to look into that before we take over. Boorilla, people in government assistance donate the most. They really do seem to.
Hell
they
yeah.
really do seem to.
Well, we love your support.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think so, Bunny. Most people don't know Loretta Lynn. Kristen got it. You got it. Do you understand? Let me explain something to you. I thought this was a masterstroke. Shut up. I thought this was a masterstroke. The last big budget video game I made was called Twisted Metal 2012. And it opened with Patsy Cline singing the song Crazy. We spent a lot of money to get the rights to Patsy Cline's Crazy. And it opens with a shot of that playing on the radio as this camera pans across and reveals this young woman whose throat's been slit by Sweet Tooth and she's bleeding out. But 90% of the audience had no idea what the fuck Crazy was. And so it didn't land. And I'm like, how do you not know who Patsy Cline is? But, that's what getting old is, folks. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I was thinking like
nobody cares about you. This Wednesday on ABC.
Jaffe.
Nobody cares about you.
Nobody cares about this
Every episode we will tune in
please.
and you will tell us the people you think who like you and we'll film them saying, I don't even think about that person. It's going to be a great fall on ABC.
Have you taken your Ritalin?
Oh yeah, it's kicking in now.
Yeah, now it's kicking in.
I feel like a song that mentions Crazy would be that'd be more relatable to people. I think it was like CeeLo Green, but I don't think that song came out.
Oh, I remember when. Yeah, right? It was. I could have gotten that one.
Oh, it did?
And that probably would have landed, of course. But I'm like, I wanted this kind of somber, weird, because Patsy Cline was doing this back in like the 50s. So it was kind of that old Sun Records kind of crackle producing, felt old and antiquated. It had more of the right horror vibe.
This is just my personal opinion. I feel like having okay, so comparing your somber music, like the choice that you're picking, over like I think he's crazy, like I don't know, it sounds much more upbeat. Hearing upbeat music while seeing a murder happen is way more crazier. There is that take as well. I agree, and I'll tell you something. I mean, look, I wanted to have Twisted Metal 2. I tried to get All I Want for Christmas Is You because it's set during Christmas time, and I wanted the first battle to be on the LA freeway with that song playing. Yeah. But it was too expensive. And it probably wouldn't have landed either because people probably would have thought I was being serious versus like, isn't this weird? Why are we playing this high, happy Christmas song while we're blowing up cars? But yeah, it didn't work. That makes sense.
Danny DeLito, shout out Danny DeLito for being a real OG in the LolCow universe. People should know Crazy. It was in GTA San Andreas. That is also
whatever
true.
Works. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Danny. Killa, Jaffe, do you fuck with the Twisted Metal show? Do you think they've done it justice? Yeah, they've done a great job. I'm excited for season 3. I still need to finish season 2, but it's I'm not being silly on this. If I had talent, like I was never a very good writer director. I was good enough for video games when I partnered with good writers. But if I was a good writer director, that's exactly the show I would have made. I mean, there are some choices I wouldn't have made, but that they nailed it and improved it. They did a great job. Yeah.
You know what I realized from last night, Jaffe?
You're gay? No,
I wish. Anyways, often I'll be in a call somewhere and you'll hop in and you'll give your little conversation, you'll do a little dance or whatever, and people are like, "Oh yeah, great," and they address you like a normal person. Then you leave and it's like, "Oh my God, that was David Jaffe. That was the guy that made God of War, the Twisted Metal guy." Because after that call on Nerds, right, the Grim guy, he was like, that guy made my childhood. Twisted Metal was so impactful for me. I can't believe I got to talk to the guy. That's so cool. But on the screen, he was like just a serious presenter, conversation, blah, 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 blah.
Well, I mean, he's a professional. Good for him.
He's a professional. I don't know if you know who he is.
Granted, he's a fucking moron, given that he didn't get our joke. It took him like an hour to get our joke.
Oh, yeah. He's kind of stupid.
What was the joke?
I don't even remember.
He's a big wrestling fan, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's like,
and
Jaffe, I'll prep and then Jaffe do it. We're like, oh, Jaffe's like, what's the most expensive toy you have? Because you have a ton of them. What's the most expensive one? And he's like,
yeah, his whole room is wrestling toys, and I was setting him up
that.
5 minutes
Kinda
before. I mean, this is a deep.
and the guy goes, it's probably that giant John Cena figure I have behind me. And Jaffe's like, oh, can you go get it? Where is it? And the guy grabs it, and Jaffe's like, can you go get it? Where is it?
Where is it?
Yeah, we don't see it.
I get that.
47 seconds.
Tech and I made sure not to say we don't see it because we wanted him to make the leap, and he didn't make the leap. It's like, dude, and none of them did.
No, none of them did. Those fucking guys. Yeah, but every single person I've talked to in this universe, were like, you hop in, it's like normal, and then it's like, oh my god, David Jaffe, can you believe he's on the LCU with us? Oh gosh.
We're famous.
To your face, it's like, no, nothing. As soon as you're gone.
Yeah, get a little
You know the reason none of that matters, though, to me, is all of that was manufactured. Like I said, I wanted, again, I'm not a moron. I understand what, quote, being video game famous is. And I was video game famous for a very small window. Like for maybe 2.5 years, I was everywhere, right? All of that was created. I took all the press that came my way. I said crazy shit, even though I believed it. I knew it would get headlines. I was blogging. I was vlogging. I wanted the money. I wanted the fame. I wanted all of that. Because when I was a kid, I was like, that's what's going to get me out of this traumatic childhood. And so now I understand when people say that, but I'm always going out of my way to deconstruct that for people because it was such a manipulated thing on the part of me and PR and the press. Like the press didn't like me, hate me, or have any thoughts. They're just like, this is a character. Most video game people aren't characters. Let's promote this guy, not because we care about his career, but because that'll get us clicks. That'll get us magazines sold, you know? And so once you actually make the sausage of what it means to be a person of note, not in quality person or not, but just someone who's known, it very quickly, all that stuff is like, oh, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. So,
yeah. Early on when I was doing the producer thing for you, it was maybe like 3 or 4 months in, I had a conversation in the Discord with these social media guys. And they asked me, they said, we've looked at Jaffe's content. Do you think he's a little too rough to engage with the system of fame? And I was like, what does that mean?
System of a down.
And it's,
Who said this?
I was reaching out to these like social media marketing guys, right? And we like reviewed your stuff, and they was like, oh, I've known Jaffe for a while. And they thought Jaffe's so unwilling to play with like the tools that make someone famous because he's like, I don't respect it. That it would just.
I like
so
to deconstruct it. I like to make people realize it's bullshit.
But then, if you make people realize it's bullshit, you lose them supporting you to be famous. You disillusion
they just
them
support
from
you
being,
in a different way. It's a deeper level of appreciation.
You take 95% of the people that would make a fan base for you, and you turn them into 7%, right? Because you're like, oh, I don't care, blah blah blah.
But that 7% is ride or die.
Yeah,
there you go. It's more authentic.
How much do they donate to your live streams, Jaffe? Nothing.
Yeah, my live streams are rubbish when it comes to donating. They're getting better.
They're getting better. Yeah, but it's because
I saw
you
somebody
picked up some
talking
tools, right?
about. I saw somebody talking about successful video game YouTubers, like not gamers, but like commentators and stuff. And the phrase I saw, I'm going to get it wrong, but it was something like just it was like offensively benign. It's like so many of the guys, and they're mostly guys that are successful doing video game commentary, are just the most vanilla. They don't bother you. They don't press your buttons. They're just like, and I don't know why the video game audience likes that so much. I don't, I've always liked personalities that have more personality, but a lot of these guys are just very middle of the road. And I just can't relate to that. I hate that shit.
You're not wrong. One of the points they made, these like marketing guys, was, do you know whose gaming opinion gets heard by millions of people a month? That you never know. It's the guy who does like the GameSpot reads. Top 10 hidden Easter eggs in video games. That guy, he gets so much attention, and he gets like good watch time. GameSpot's a channel on YouTube that will do like video game stuff. They'll do like 10 ways that game developers stopped people from pirating their games. Right, and it's a video that'll get 7 million views, 20 million views. Right, sure. No one knows that guy's fucking name. That guy has no opinions outside of just what is he presenting to you about the video game history. Yeah, he'll make a video about like best retro games to get online right now on the PlayStation Network. Right, and you'll see the sales of those games.
Okay, but that's different. That's information. I'm not talking. No one really.
Yeah, but we're talking about like asking an audience to like watch you to get their attention. That guy demands so much attention.
But they're not watching because of him. They're watching because of the reach of GameSpot, which is like the third biggest site. But I know, but your point is still valid. But I'm talking about like, and I'm not going to name names because I know some of these people and I like some of these people. But it's just like, holy shit, you have that many fucking viewers and you're just so vanilla.
Yeah.
You're just so inoffensive that
no positions.
If you died tomorrow, it's almost like we'd have to discover your body like Ikimura in Japan or something, who like, was a shut-in that was, dissolving into the carpet because your body wasn't discovered for 5 years kind of thing. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
And
I think it stems from, there's a huge portion of viewership that doesn't want to have like conversation.
Conflict.
Yeah. They don't want to have conflict. They don't want to have conversation or debate. They just want to get their fix on the thing they like and get out of there, right? Especially, games. The games industry is very controversial, right? I'm an Xbox guy. I'm a PlayStation guy. Fuck you. Like that whole console war thing.
PC master race.
Yeah, it's existed for generations now, right? And it's.
I was there when it started, but it didn't really. It wasn't there when it was written.
Yeah. So now.
Well, I was there when it was Atari versus Intellivision. I mean,
Yeah. So. I don't know what Intellivision is.
It was the one that lost.
Yeah.
It was the one that lost.
Literally.
So, being a different type of personality is rough, right? You do get that like higher dedication fan base that'll support you, but you lose out.
But you would think that on the internet, right? That especially in entertainment, it's being
entertaining.
A big personality is what they want.
Yeah.
But it turns out a lot of them are just like, that's too loud.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, they just want to hide in the back and let the work speak for itself. Maybe. That's the way I would see it.
What work? It's just an opinion on video games.
Are you familiar with the bystander effect?
No, I was talking about video games themselves.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the bystander effect?
No.
In a crowd of 20 people, if 20 people witness someone having like a crisis, let's say a health crisis or violence, right? What percentage of them will actually stand up and engage the issue, right? If you see 2%? a woman fall over in a crowd, who's going there to like save them?
Well, I would do that.
You would do that, but you're a different type of personality. It turns out it's like between 2 and 7% of people will actually put themselves out there to help a situation because they see everyone else around them and they're like, oh, someone else will do it. That's the bystander effect. Oh, I'm here, but there's also 20 other people, right? Someone will do it. And that's their rationale.
Real quick, because I've heard this from one of my friends, because him and I actually had an argument about this at one point. Because we were talking about, I didn't know there was a name for it, bystander effect. So now I know I'm going to use that.
Yep.
But him and I were arguing about an event that occurred that actually happened to us, like in real life, because we spoke about it afterwards, where a lady fell over. She was going to get up, and when we both saw it, we were like, oh, she's able to pick herself up, like she's literally picking herself up as we speak, right? So we go into Dollar General, we fucking literally come back, we still see her on the ground. I instantly run over there and fucking help her out because I'm just like, oh shit, I thought she would have gone up by now. I was like, oh, and nobody came to help. That's crazy. So I went over to help her out, and afterwards, my buddy and I started speaking about it, and he's like, why'd you help her? And I was like, fucking why not? What the fuck? What do you mean? It's like, I mean, at first I thought she could handle herself, but she clearly didn't. So, I mean, someone's got to fucking do it. I don't know how so many people walked by and just let that happen. And he's like, honestly, I wouldn't have done anything. And I'm like, why? And he's like, it's just honestly, I don't want to get in the way of people. And I was like, wait, what? Just to help somebody? He's like, yeah, it's just I don't know. It feels like too much.
The thing is though, like, when it comes to the, I thought you were done.
No. That was it. I was done.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is though, I mean, a friend of mine ran a game studio, and one of her artists got killed because it's a tragic story. He was in an apartment and he was reading a goodnight story to his kid, and he heard arguing outside. So he told the kid, I'll be right back. He went outside to see what was going on, and it was a guy threatening his girlfriend. And so he stepped in and he's like, dude, and he got stabbed and he died there on the sidewalk in front of his apartment.
Yep.
And so it's tough to know, right? I think when it's violence, the right thing to do is call the cops. And just bring out your cell phone and call the cops, because you never know. But I'd like to think though that sort of primal instinct takes over, and if it's like a kid being abused, it's like I don't care, or if it's if somebody, anybody who's clearly vulnerable, I think I'd want to think I could step in. And I've stepped in before, but not into a situation like that. And after hearing that story, I just don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bunny's in the chat talking about there was a guy who tried to snatch her up in a gas station once.
True.
And pull her into a van. And I think it was a little, it was a little Mexican guy who came in and saved her.
Yeah. Bunny was at the gas station getting gas or something, and someone tried to force her in a van. This little Mexican comes running.
She was getting fun little things for her purse.
Yeah.
Her purse was coming on empty, and she needs some fun little things in there. Little pixie sticks and a pinwheel to blow on.
A couple things with the bystander effect. I gave the example of like the 20 people in the area, and then what the reaction rate is. It's like 7%, right?
5 to 7, yeah.
So there's a study called the seizure study. You have a person in public fake a seizure, right? Just in the middle of the street or whatever, right? Like walking.
Oh.
And it's who's gonna like save them. When the participant, like the experiment person, right, is the only person around, 85% of people will go save them. 85% of people, if it's just them and the lady having a seizure or the guy having a seizure, 85% will go and assist.
Right.
You add one other person, it goes to 62%. Actually, like about half will actually go and do something.
That's a major drop.
You being next to one other person, that bystander effect takes place. When it gets to 4 people, right? 30%.
Oh, look at that, bro! I do math.
Yeah, it's like 31% will actually engage in saving them. But once you get to 20, it's like no one gives a fuck. Right, a New York subway. I don't know if you've seen those videos where like the person falls into like the subway train tracks or whatever, and everyone's just watching. They're like, oh, "Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna save?" No one acts. And another thing, it changes on race. The race of the people will actually affect. Then there's some cultural studies. Do you know what ethnic group of people will ignore the standard like deviation of the bystander effect?
If I had to guess, okay, because I know white people, they love to fuck around and find out. Okay, so that's not it. It can't be them. All right. Black people, I feel like if it was another black person, they would 100% help. Right. I feel like Asians would most likely be the ones that would just be like, no, we're not fucking with it. And Hispanics, probably the same thing as well. Yeah. I would argue.
Well, you're wrong. So the group, the group most likely to help out, ignoring the bystander effect, is Hispanics. Hispanic men in particular.
Oh, okay, so I was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I understand. I didn't understand your position because you didn't explain it well. But yeah, Hispanic men are more likely to ignore the bystander effect and offer assistance to people in distress.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a known thing. And no.
But what's the opposite? What's the reason?
Mexican men or Colombian men or Venezuelan men, if they see someone in distress, they will help more often.
You mean? Oh, I'm sorry. I understood it the other way around. I don't know how I understood it that way. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So we do a good job. Oh, look at us.
Yeah.
And we'll still deport them though.
In a group of
no. They're all rapists, remember?
So
every last one of them.
Yeah, so the current study is on average only 30% of people, if there's 5 people, will help out. When it's Mexican men, right? It's like 65%. It's like it's more than double will actually
But what's
provide assistance.
what's the reason behind that? What do they say the reason is for that?
They say that it's because of like cultural stereotypes that Hispanic men understand that like our position in society is to provide assistance, is to keep people safe. It's not to let things go unchecked. Right? They're more likely to call domestic violence for like their neighbors. You know, when you like hear like your neighbors fighting, Mexican men and women tend to be the ones calling the police to be like, hey, something's going on.
That makes sense why all these Republicans like Mike wants to deport all the Mexicans.
Not Kid Behind the Camera. Kid Behind the Camera is a liberal. I want you to, let's recognize this. Kid Behind the Camera is pro-choice.
He liberally beats the shit out of his wife.
He's pro like gender affirming care. Like Kid Behind the Camera is a nice liberal man.
Until I see the lie detector results, sorry, I'm not going to believe it.
Anyways.
I want to believe it. I want to believe he didn't do it. But somebody in the chat's asking, Salman Rushdie says, Jaffe, did you watch Wings of Redemption slam his wife on a table? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all of it is, you got, when people show you who they are, believe them, right? That's the quote. It's like, I get it. I'd love to believe it's not true, but, there does seem to be a lot of bad behavior going around, which is not fun bad behavior, but... so forgive me for believing it.
If you guys haven't seen it, Jaffe literally addressed this directly to Wings of Redemption. Like the first time they had a conversation after the event, Jaffe's like, so did you purposely throw your wife? Is that like you did that on purpose? And, they had a talk, and Jaffe came away with, I believe him that it was probably an accident. Like it could have been that she fell backwards because she tripped.
But the problem is you don't really know, right?
Yeah.
So you forgive me for keeping my guard up, but the number, who's going to go, yeah, I beat up on my wife. They don't say it, right? So, you got
Grimwood. Pokey Gaga for $2. I don't
Whoa,
know if you read this
brother,
one.
come on.
Goodbye, Earl. Goodbye, Mike. Am I right, ladies? Yeah.
Pokey Gaga says, Jaffe, if we were all worms, would you still love us?
You are all worms.
Oh my God.
And I don't love you.
Jesus.
Sure, why not?
Have you heard that? Have you heard that
Get in my
viral question, Jaffe?
The what?
The viral question from TikTok like a year ago.
No.
It's women asking their partners, "Hey, if you woke up tomorrow and I was a worm, would you love me?"
Would I know that you were still you?
Yeah, like you see them and they're a worm.
Do you still have sentience and awareness?
Maybe they might, but they can't communicate.
What a
they're a worm.
stupid question.
Yeah,
agreed.
I mean, if I woke up tomorrow, and a witch had put a spell on my children and they were worms, I would continue to adore them and protect them. But I would know, oh my God, they have this awful spell put on them. But if I woke up tomorrow and there was somebody who I used to know and I don't know where they, there's a lot of nuance to this question. This is, you have to get into the.
But there's only one right answer, Jaffe, and it's saying, yes, I would love you as a worm. I would get a little terrarium and put you in it and take care of you.
That's
the only answer.
No, this is why I think men do it to themselves.
Your daughter asked me this question, Jaffe. Your daughter once asked me. Man. She loves these like psychological questions.
I know, but she's a smart cookie. You should tell her that question's not a good question. You need to fill out.
Well, she has better questions. She's like, blanks. She says, Tech, and she calls me TechProtect, by the way. She's like, Tech, if you woke up tomorrow and there was like a letter written by me, and you knew it was me, and it says, "Hey, I've been put under a curse, and I will violently hate you for the next 3 months." Right, but
I love my kids so much.
But if you stick around me for 3 months, you'll break the curse. But if you leave, I will hate you forever. Would you stay?
Of course.
And I was like, oh, that's a good question. Would I take 3 months of like my partner hating my fucking guts just to
she probably hates you now, Tech.
I mean, that's the truth. We're cute.
She's delightful, and I would say that of course you'd stay because because that's kind of like saying, oh, if your wife got sick, would you leave her? Right? Oh. It's like, oh well,
we also had that talk because your daughter is very very pretty girl, right? She's very pretty. I'm a big fan. I love her. And she was like,
hope so. She
said, Tech, if I was like 300 pounds and had like a back problem and like a fucked up knee, would we be dating? And I said, is this before or after I met you? Like, did you develop this in the relationship or was this like beforehand? And she's like, well, let's hear both. I was like, beforehand? Fuck no. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit shallow. I don't know if I could get past that as like an introductory, like before I get to know
met
you.
the person.
Yeah. Like getting to know you would have been difficult for me to be in that position, like to think of it romantically. But if you lost both your legs and both your arms and became a worm, I would love you because of who you are, and I've gotten to know you. And she's like, that's sweet, but also fuck you. Like she was like, why are you so shallow?
Well, what do you want me to do? I don't know you.
She said, I love you, and you're a fucking 300-pound man with a bad back and a fucked up knee.
True.
What does she call you? Chonkers? I love that.
Oh fuck.
Chonkers?
Yeah,
Chonkers.
She called me Chonkers.
I love that. That's like a pet name. That's like what you would call your dog or cat.
And now I call him Chonkers, and he doesn't
my
like
God.
it, which I love.
He goes, there's some
you got a pet name.
There's some friends that I introduced her to, right? And they've known me for a while. And one of them was like, "Hey, Tech, congrats."
Were they the LolCow live cast?
No,
These are my friends, Sarah. Look,
No,
these are all my friends. They
shut up.
love me here.
I'm a tracker.
It's they've known me since I was like the 500-pound dude, right? And they were talking about weight loss, and I was giving congratulations to one of them. They're like, "Yeah, Tech, you know what? Your story about being 500 pounds and losing the 200 pounds, that's great. You're becoming such a little guy. I appreciate it. Like, I'm rooting for you, TechProtect." And she responds in the chat, the group chat, "Tech isn't thin. He's my little chonker." And I was like,
Yeah, it's not Chunker, it's Chonker. That's the best.
Yo!
I was like, fuck, my guy.
Now
That's
the
perfect.
problem with
That's
this
perfect.
show, because
Oh
I
my
bet
God,
you our
there's no
numbers will be
problem.
really. I bet our numbers will be really good on watch time. We had great. What was our watch time yesterday? It was fantastic.
29.
Yeah, you guys
50.
are so great when it
Oh,
comes to like watching the show for a long time.
hanging
It's
out,
just
yeah.
so delightful. Thank you for that, you guys. But we're really good at that, but we're rubbish at making money because the show is so compelling and so well done compared to other shows. And so, audience, now's the time for you to reach into your soul, into your wallet, into your heart, and donate money. Because you know what was really nice to see? Fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck these wife-beating motherfuckers. Was Crypt actually got up on the leaderboard into the top 10. We were at the very bottom. In the last 2 days, we've been in the top 10. I don't know where we are today. Yeah. But fundamentally speaking now, we're not going to stay there if we don't get some money. We need you to spend your money to keep us on the air. We only have 37 likes.
That's true. We are number 13 currently.
Yeah, last night we were
In
9. I don't know how frequently it updates.
And membership
but-
at 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, memberships we're rubbish with, but super chats were not bad. Look at Bracer 50. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. That's what we're talking about.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
$10, baby.
Support
That's
the
how we do
commies.
it. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Bracer gets a song. There was a man who carried a giant eraser. It was his clitoris, but it was also a bracer for the people. And Grimm killed himself today. That's your song, Bracer. Thank you, buddy. Have Keemstar use his bot accounts like every other channel. Hey, I don't care. The money still spends.
Bro.
Don't matter to me. The Twiggy. Hello, David and company. Is that Twiggy of Twiggy fame?
Yeah, Twiggy fame.
Oh, bring Twiggy in. I like Twiggy.
No, I don't want to derail. I don't want to derail the podcast. People don't want it. People don't come here to watch Twiggy. Although he's doing
don't
really
like
good
Twiggy?
on LolCow Nuts.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Twiggy. I've always liked that guy.
Jaffe,
don't like his wife,
are you
though,
invited to
legless.
Fat Camp?
I don't know if I'm invited or not, but I wouldn't go if I was. So, Phantom Mutation had a creation when he sat down to poop this morning. He shit in the bowl and left a big
Can you just
hole.
read it?
Because, why does Jaffe's pleas sound like they should be playing in the arms of an angel in the background? Because we're a dying animal, Phantom Mutation. Thank you so much, buddy, for that very generous super chat. You always support our channel, both creatively and financially and sexually, and we love you for it. Big Jono says, thoughts on, thank you for the super chat, Phantom, and thank you, Big Jono. Thoughts on Clawbot AI, worth checking out if you, I don't know what it is. What is that?
You literally covered
that's
it on
the-
Monday.
yeah,
The fucking
Molt
AI social media thing.
Yeah.
Moltbot.
Oh, I didn't know it was
Clawbot.
called Clawbot. I thought it was called Molt or something.
Wait,
Yeah.
is that? I mean,
Yeah, but it's based on
hold
the
on.
Clawbot.
Is
Pretty sure.
Clawbot a different thing? Because maybe I am incorrect. I'm looking it up right now.
I remember it being that. I swear to God, I heard you guys literally say that verbatim. Am I?
Okay,
I
no,
know.
it
No,
is,
it
it
wasn't.
is.
Oh,
It
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
It was called, the one I looked at was called something else, but I think it's fascinating and amazing. I love it. If you don't know what he's talking about, a group of people made a social network basically like Reddit, but for AI agents. And I think humans can comment or no. It's just the bots commenting and making threads.
Humans can comment, and they engage with the AI as if the AI is its own like Redditor. It was called ClaudeBot, then it became MoltBot, and then it's now OpenClaw.
Okay, so I thought it was a lot more interesting when it was just the AI bots. The minute you throw humans in, talking and manipulating it, I don't like it. But when it's them just talking and we're able to kind of, be a fly on the wall and see what they say to each other, I think it's absolutely fascinating and terrifying and delightful. Here's my allowance, says Cat Lady. Come on now, you're modding the show, buddy. You don't need to do that. But thank you for that very, very much, Cat Lady. We appreciate it.
Love you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, bud. But yeah, no, I think I'm a big AI fan. I think it's weird and cool, and it's going to take over and it's going to replace us, which is great.
As the gamer guy,
we're horrible
on the network. Have you given your thoughts on the AI bot that helps you play video games?
What? That's the thing?
That's everything.
No, Razer's developing this peripheral that you plug into your PC, and while you're gaming, it's like a little AI VR girl. And she's like,
okay, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're talking about the little holographic tube.
Yeah, is what I'm saying.
That's been in Japan for a while, but
it's a new technology that Razer is implementing. It watches your screen. It knows the game you're playing. It has like a library of I think 500 games that it's willing to do AI for, and it's going to develop new ones. But it'll say if you notice for the past 3 rounds in CSGO, they've been going to the B site to plant the bomb. You should prepare to go that way, and I would recommend these weapons or like this grenade loadout. Yeah, so it watches your gameplay, coaches you. Yeah. Do you think, as a gamer, right? Because you're a gamer, or a gay man, you're something gay. Do you support using AI in that way to kind of like bolster your skills in gaming, or do you think the act of gaming itself and the improvement you develop is more important?
Okay, so let's first off say Amazing Maisie, A Simple Plan. I love the Coen Brothers. Never seen that one. Interesting. I love No Country for Old Men, though. I even love the one they directed about the tornadoes. Anyway, the point is, Amazing Maisie, thank you so much. It goes on the wheel for your
spots left.
For your super chat. 2 spots left. Danny DeLito, thank you for the super chat. He says, insert comment that I think is decent, but everyone else doesn't like. Don't like this comment. Thank you, Danny DeLito. We appreciate that very, very much, you guys. Thank you, Amazing, and thank you, Danny DeVito. Danny DeLito and Amazing Maisie had a baby called Fred. Now, listen, the AI thing. So I am not one of these guys that gives a shit about skill in video games, right? So if you're actually into competition, then I think it's shitty if you're using AI to, unless that's part of the game. Like it's like Army of Two, where it's like you and an AI bot against other humans, and they each have their own AI bot. Like I'd play this game, and then it's like it has like a Tamagotchi aspect to it, where every day you're feeding it and training it and all that. And at night when you play the game, part of your skill is how well you've raised that AI bot will determine how good they are at helping you on the battlefield. That's a good idea for a game, by the way.
That is. It's called Amiibos for Smash.
Right. So, okay. Yep. Sort of. But so I think that's cool. And I think it's different if you're talking about narrative-based games. I love AI and narrative-based games. I love the idea of NPCs that will actually, talk to you with your microphone and all that in the context of the game. And I've played games, even ChatGPT. I started playing a game called, I think it was called 7 Days to Die. I was playing Stalker 2 with it. And I said, do you know Stalker 2? And ChatGPT said, yes. And I was on the microphone and I said, I want you to pretend you're like a Russian woman that I found in the Stalker 2 environment. And she did the Russian voice and she knew about the game, but she role played it with me, right? That's where it's going. And if you look at a game like Ready or Not, I don't know if you guys have played Ready or Not, but it's very
I have.
SWAT kind of thing.
Yep.
And what's really cool about it is there's persistence to your guys, right? So if you lose a guy or he gets wounded or he gets psychologically fucked up and you take him on another mission, that stuff comes with him, But right now it's all just kind of written in BASIC. But if all those guys ended up being well-written AI type characters, and you really get to know, like, Deckard, and suddenly that guy is you're having conversations about his son's birthday party that happened this weekend and all that, then he gets shot in the head and you've built a connection with him. I think that stuff's amazing. I'm a huge fan.
When it comes to go ahead, Grim.
No, I'll go and let you speak. Go for it.
Amazing Galaxy Quest for the Wheel. Thank you so much. I haven't seen that movie since it came out in the theaters. I would love that to win. Thank you, Amazing.
Big Jono. You want to do that one?
Big Jono goes further than some social media stuff, he says, as he drops a $5 bill on the bar and says, check out my testicles. Closest thing yet to two proper autonomous agentic AI experience could genuinely be running orgs in the near future.
True.
It's too smart for too early. Thank you, Big Jono. We appreciate it. Danny DeLito, thank you for the super chat. Would Jaffe like Outlast Trials? Is that the horror game?
Yeah, it's the horror game. You're the photographer.
It's a multiplayer horror game.
Yeah.
I have it. I played it a little bit. It didn't really connect with me, but I didn't give it that much of a chance.
I think you have to play the originals to actually
Outlast.
To like it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very niche.
So for the AI trainer bot, right? I think when you're using it for like competitive gaming, like if it was CS:GO, and it's like it's analyzing the routes that the enemies took the last rounds or whatever, that's a little bullshit. A big part of that game is your ability to like understand map awareness and what like strategies you've been seeing implemented during the match, and you interacting with that. You take a lot of the enjoyment of like developing that skill away when you let an AI take over. But what I do justify, have you played Stardew Valley, Jaffe? Right, you played Stardew Valley, Grim, a little farmer game, right?
Yeah.
The AI bot telling you like, hey, this is the optimal season to plant the 17 wheat seeds you have in your inventory. Like, you should go plant those today, right? Or like, oh, today's the day you can have like a romantic encounter with so-and-so character, right? If you meet them over at the square, right? That seems better for me. There's a lot of games that don't have like a good onboarding to what the systems of the game like presents you. And if you had an AI bot help you fill in those like spots where it's like, oh, the developer is kind of shit at telling us like, in Metroid you can shoot the roof and then you can go into the roof, and the AI is like, hey, by the way, you miss a little secret room up here. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I think I have the complete opposite take. Like literally the complete opposite. So I feel like with single player games, right? Where you're supposed to discover everything yourself. You're supposed to be making mistakes, right? You're supposed to be, it defeats the purpose of the game having replayability, in my opinion, right? So if the AI is telling you, oh, you should probably plant those seeds now, it's like, oh, well, now I kind of missed the chance of like making that mistake and learning about it later, right? Which is experience argument that you have. But when it comes to like multiplayer, there's infinite possibilities of shit happening, for one. Two, coaches exist for a reason. Okay, it's like there's a reason why people like it would tell you something as simple as like I'll use Rainbow as an example because that's a game I used to play competitively. It was like, oh, you missed the camera right next to the central plaza. Like, don't miss that, because a lot of people like to use that, and then at the moment that they scan you, they could jump out and kill you, right? Like AI could tell you that, but the coach could tell you the exact same thing as well. Or they could tell you, hey, this team that you're about to go up against, they typically like to play around B spot or something like that. Right, so you should probably watch out for that, or have drones ready in place, like in weird areas in B spot. Like, oh, okay, cool. I feel like the arguments that you're making can be also applied to coaches, and you're killing the reason as to why a coach exists. Right, it's to help you get better at the game, sure, but it's not gonna help your aim get better. Like, you still have to improve on that. But with single player games, if you're using AI, I feel like it's the equivalent of like using like a handbook. It's like, all right, so you already know the secrets now. It ruined the point of the game. Like, it ruined the fun behind it, I guess you could say. Like, if you know where to find all the secret areas, now it's not secret anymore, you know? I don't know. Personally, I have the complete opposite take.
Sorry, I'm getting one guy in the chat real quick. Someone's saying not to talk about cash, and I have no idea what the fuck that's about.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Maybe it was.
I love that Graham just did like a 20-minute soliloquy and we just ignored everything.
No, I heard the whole thing. I think it's okay. There is coaching in like League of Legends or Rainbow Six or in CS:GO.
No. We should have ignored it. It was terribly boring.
No, just ignore it.
Okay. Anyways, if there was an AI bot in Arc Raiders, it would tell me like, hey, there's someone like I heard to like the northeast, right? or like,
I don't know what you mean
see, that's bullshit. Yeah, I would hate that. That's bullshit.
Okay, yeah, see, fuck you. Anyways,
That's bullshit. No, that's it. That's different. No, we're not doing this. No, never
well,
mind.
if you had a,
we'll talk about this off
coach,
camera.
if you had a coach in League of Legends, it would tell you, hey, there's possibly someone that's going to gank you from the jungle, right? By red buff, right?
Yeah.
Or you're playing Rainbow Six, and it's like, hey, I think I just heard like a board be broken downstairs. All right, be careful. Like a coach would tell you that. Or in Arc Raiders, hey, you just heard a gunshot. You heard a gunshot
it's
at
not
310.
that simple. It's more of like an after the fact kind of thing. It's more of an after the fact.
Live
It's not
coaching
like
exists.
in the moment because you're letting them.
No one cares about gaming. We're done with the gaming topic. All right.
Whatever.
Hold on. I don't know what the fuck's happening in the cache. Chat, tell me what the fuck's happening in the cache. Was it? Oh, Jaffe, you know that woman with the husband, and she was gonna fuck Denmark.
Yeah.
She went on live yesterday, and she's like, "I made up the husband. The husband's a lie."
Ooh, I like her. Good for her. That's good.
Yeah, the husband's not real. This, by the way, now that we're an hour and a half into our episode, this episode was about the biggest lies we've seen in the LCU. Whether it's Billy the Fridge drinking and driving, or the kid behind the camera wife situation, Twiggy's wife not having any legs. Do you remember that, Jaffe? He just told people that my wife's missing her leg. She's in a wheelchair. Twiggy's Trump in my head, by the way. What's the biggest lie you've heard so far, Jaffe, while you're reading your book and not giving a fuck about the job that pays you money?
This is the book I read in 5th grade, The Fellowship of the Rings. Look at this beautiful book cover. And you know what's a real problem about books is Barnes & Noble. I love Barnes & Noble, but they fuck shit up. Have you found that book covers have gotten terribly uninteresting? Book covers used to be these amazing, beautiful, especially sci-fi fantasy. And now they're just dull. It's kind of like cars. Cars have gotten dull colors.
TechProtect, how do I improve the show? Okay, when I lead you into an LCU-related conversation, let's engage with it for at least 5 minutes so that the audience knows that they can have like references to other shows they enjoy.
You basically said
books have gotten boring, TechProtect. The covers of books, they're no longer colorful. There's no more color. There's no pop.
Look, the biggest lie, I mean, I don't really know what the biggest lie is. There's so much lying going on. Probably the biggest lie is that I don't know. I mean, because I don't know what's true. I don't know if Mike was telling the truth. I don't know if Wings was telling the truth.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay,
I remember
here's a blame
people got
one.
really upset with me when I first started working here the first time.
Yeah.
When I went into a host group chat and I'm like, hey, can you guys explain to me? Is there like a list or a spreadsheet of like the stories that are running so I can know? Because people were like, you really upset Tina. I'm like, really? I thought we were all playing.
Tina was pissed, right? Because Jaffe goes into this meeting. He's like, yes, like, Tina, you're obviously like not this horrible fucking like trailer trash white woman who like has cockroaches or whatever, right? Like, it's a bit. Like, you're in a studio or something, right? She's like, this is my life, David Jaffe, fuck you. I'm missing a leg. Like, she got so fucking mad. She was like, Jaffe, you son of a bitch. Don't you make fun of my life like that. And because Jaffe's like,
but then
no
other
way
people, like, you
like
would
this.
talk to Becky and it was like, yeah, of course, it's an act, right? So, and I was like, well, don't we all need to get on the same page about, because I don't want to insult anybody who are playing the characters, and and they all got so mad. I'm like, gee, how do you fucking people work in this environment? So I guess the lie is, I don't know what's real and I've stopped caring. And so if it gets me in trouble, it gets me in trouble, but I'm not going to pretend I don't have the energy to try to figure it out.
Read Danny Lito's super chat. This is for you, Jaffe.
Delito says, I like pop-up books and books that have a mirror at the end and says, you can do it too. I like those too. I like the book. The
Solid
monster
response.
at the end of this book. And it's Grover. He's like, don't turn the page. The monster's at the end of the book. And at the end of the book, it's a mirror and you're the monster at the end of the book. And he loves you.
Damn.
Grover loves you.
Yeah. So one of the biggest lies that I know you know of, right, is the Becky Fat Camp situation where they were like, oh, she's banned. She's not going to be here. And then they paid to fly her out. They paid to have her there. And they were like, no, how'd you get here? What a surprise. Right? How do you feel about that kind of can you look at the fucking camera? Stop looking at your books. Jaffe.
I'm listening to you. I'm a very wise genius.
They don't
I know
pay
what you're
to
saying.
see the back of a hermit's fucking head with a shitty
Just
green
read
sweatshirt.
out. Tell me about the Becky thing and ask me how do I feel about
I
it. Continue
did.
your question. Well, what do you mean? How do I feel about it?
Yeah, I finished it. How do you feel about that? Like providing content that is like obviously a little fabricated, you know?
I think the problem with the LCU when it comes to that stuff is that you either, like when I did the thing where I was lost at sea and got abducted by aliens and all that, okay, only a moron would believe that, right? I wasn't really lost at sea and got picked up by pirates, okay? But it was so over the top and so silly, it was meant to kind of be like when Vince McMahon gets blown up in the limousine. Nobody really thought unless you were 5 years old, then Vince McMahon died, right? So there's that version. Then there's the version of, kid behind the camera beating up on his wife, or Wings pushing his wife into the table, or where you're like, okay, that could be really real, and I'm not entirely sure why it's entertaining if it's not real. And so I think the LCU, and I don't know if the LCU could work if it was so overtly always kayfabe. If it was all the limo blowing up, I don't know if it would work because it would be so obvious. But I do think, honestly, if they really do, if there is any method to the madness of the universe, I think they could do a lot better when it comes to that stuff, when it comes to saying, if we're going to make some stuff up, we need to be a little bit more salacious than like Boogie got fired, right? Yeah. Because it's very innocuous. It's very insular. If you don't care about Boogie, we've talked about this before. You need a bit that travels outside of the LCU. But also appeals
to a new audience.
Yeah, but you need a B story that really is good for right. And most of the kayfabe around here seems to be stuff that you only really care about if you already know the lore. Yeah. And so they're not writing these A stories right now. And so that would be my take. If we decide to buy the place, I would probably be like, we need to figure out this challenge, because ultimately we want our shows on the LCU, if we own the place, to be as successful as the Emmy-winning hit show on ABC Lost would be the goal.
I want to suggest, here's something that happened, which seemed like it was probably just faked, right? And I want to see what you would turn it into instead, right? There's a guy in the universe named Kalo, right? He lives in the same town as Boogie 2988. He recently got onto the show LolCow Gold, right? He's a funny guy, and he's willing to do a lot of crazy shit. He's walked into a gas station, bought a sausage, and then ate it in front of the attendant, going, "Look at my sausage game. Look at my magic trick." And he puts it in his mouth and spits it back up. Okay. It's content. It's low hanging fruit, but it's content. He did a bit where he showed up to Boogie's house unannounced, opened the door because it was unlocked for some reason, right? And he caught Boogie sitting on the couch watching like a clan meeting, like in nothing but just shorts. Okay. Obviously, probably so. Right? I don't think Boogie's watching. Boogie's not watching clan movies or whatever at like midnight in his bathroom.
So how can it be more racist?
Yeah. Now, if I were gonna do it, right? If I were gonna script that whole event, Kalo still would have gone to his house, opened the door, and it would have been like Boogie and like 12 of his friends facing away from the camera, like the Blair Witch Project. Right, with like just like static on the TV, yeah, just like static in the TV, and they're not even talking; it's just silent, right? And then it's just Boogie's like fiance walk towards the camera with like white paint on her face, leave now, right? And then shut the door. That would have been
right, but that would have obviously been fake, though, right?
Yeah, but so it's over the top. It reaches because that clip goes on Twitter. That clip, like, what the fuck is this? And that becomes a viral.
Maybe it goes on Twitter. That seems pretty.
I don't think it would go on Twitter. I think it needs to be bigger than that. Like the biggest thing that ever happened in the LCU that genuinely got so many people to watch LolCow Live. Like I even got like work friends to start watching LolCow Live because of this. It was when the Boogie Cancer arc. Destiny was a part of it. You had to debunk the whole thing in front of everybody. Like they managed to capture so much of an audience. Like I would argue the majority of the viewers that are probably still here now is because of that event.
Cancer arc,
it's like, I would say like I would argue 60% of the audience, new audience that came during that time. I would argue.
Yeah. How would you do it differently, Jeff? If you had a guy who's an up and comer in the universe show up to Boogie's house, what scene would you play out for like virality on the internet? Do you need time to think?
I'm in the process of thinking. Give me a moment.
Okay, you think.
So here's what I would do. We were talking to Yo Mama the other day, right?
Yeah.
And again, the shows make enough money that you could afford a couple of production value moments, right? Yo Mama was calling in from his car, right? So I would have this guy going to Boogie's house. He's like, I'm going to go fuck with him. I'm going to go fuck with him. And he's streaming from his car and he goes through Taco Bell and, so it's very grounded. And then as he's driving, there's a car accident and we see it from his camera. And it's real. Like we pay for a car to get demolished and we get a stunt driver and, it's a thing. And people are like, wait, was that real or whatever? I would do that. That would be a good way to start it.
Your plots cost like $4,000 and mine are free. that's
$4,000. Yeah, but you gotta spend money to make money.
No, not all the time. No.
Okay, well, nothing you offer would go viral though, right? So if you want to do it inexpensively, I would send Boogie down to ice rallies and I would film it and I would make him be on the side of ice. Or I would have him hire some people from Home Depot to film him going to ice rallies.
Gee, okay.
Right? Yes, dressed up in a mariachi outfit.
I mean, I'm just saying that's the kind of or send him to a real clan meeting with a hidden camera.
The chat's telling me it wasn't a clan video on the screen for Boogie. I don't know what it was, dude.
Right.
I heard something from someone else. I don't watch fucking Boogie 298 shit. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, I would just say that I think you need to get a little bit more. Yeah. Put him out there or pay for Boogie to be homeless on the streets of LA for a weekend and film it. And he only gets food and stuff if we donate money. Otherwise he's just like out there.
If Boogie and Yo Mama meet up, right? It should be Boogie wearing the sandwich board that said, "My family owned his," like, and then have Yo Mama interview people being like, "We did our 23andMe. Technically, his great grandpappy fucked my great grandmother. All right, we're technically related." Yeah. That's crazy.
It is laugh. That's great.
And then have people question like, it's Black History Month. This guy should be punished, and then give like
or have
tomatoes.
Boogie or have like I'm trying to think have Sweet Tea convert to Judaism, and let's just try do some weird shit. Just weird shit.
What's crazy after I was after people started learning that I wasn't actually Muslim. I was actually thinking. I was actually thinking of like coming back to the LolCow universe and just say it like I was Jewish. And just like have like a yarmulke, a bunch of other shit. I was like the curls. I already got the curls. I can get away with it.
Nicole Esh or $5. Boogie was watching Oh Brother Where Art Thou, not a clan meeting. It should have been a clan meeting.
What's Oh Brother Where Art Thou? What is that?
It's a Coen Brothers film with George Clooney and I forget the guy's name. Good movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good movie. They're good film. Yeah. Jaffe, there are people exploiting the LA homeless by taking space to camp. Homeless tourism, not even kidding. Oh, I mean, I believe you. I would want to really, I'm spitballing at this point, but I think IRL stuff works for certain people that they don't do enough here in this universe. Yeah. I think the problem with Fat Camp, again, we tried it with the Haunted Hotel and we failed. So you have to fail to learn. That's how you learn. True. But I would say if Fat Camp this year is as relatively bad as it was before, I hope they've learned their lessons. I hope there's more prepared content. I hope it's not just, it felt like they were waking up going, well, what do we do today, guys? I don't know. Let's push a car into the water, right? Versus actually going, okay, let's write something interesting, even if it is. Yeah, go ahead.
What we should write, We have one spot left on the movie wheel. $10. We'll watch it in the Discord with the fans this weekend. $10. Name a movie. We'll put on the wheel.
Who?
And the chat, dickhead. Chat, you can donate $10, get a movie on the wheel. We'll spin it. If it lands on your movie, we're watching that in the Discord with the fans, with commentary this weekend. We'll probably do it Saturday, early afternoon.
I would rather, I mean, again, I don't think you have to spend a lot of money. And again, this channel is big enough to get sponsors, but to do something like, a treasure hunt, right? And you randomly put people into teams and it's like, it's like a scavenger hunt across America or something. I mean, it's expensive, but just something a little bit more bold and interesting, or, I don't think, putting people in weird situations together, or people who wouldn't fit together, or even sending Sweet Tea on speed dating with a hidden camera, and then we have to tell her what to say.
Like Practical Jokers.
Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, you think this show should have an Impractical Jokers. You can't do it every day, but you could. This channel should have every 2 weeks. There's an episode of that, right? It would be huge. But again, if you're making $2 million a year, maybe they're like, that's where their ambitions stop. It's like, we could do all that, but we don't have to. And 2 million's more than enough to make for this as a hobby. Yeah. So if you wanted to run into a real business, though, I think you need to up the quality of the writing.
Agreed.
Basically.
Agreed.
Otherwise, yeah.
Danny DeLito gave $10. He didn't know what the movie wheel. I'll let Danny DeLito put a movie on the wheel.
Oh, for real? Okay, cool.
Yeah, he gave $10.
I'll keep an eye out then. I'll keep an eye out for.
You still want to make that LolCow film, Jaffe, before we make like a LolCow game?
I don't want to do a LolCow game. I would love to do a LolCow low budget horror film. Yeah. That's how I would go to Fat Camp. If we had enough money to make a very low budget, like $15,000 raised from the audience, low budget slasher horror movie starring all the people from the LolCow universe and make it into an actual movie, it would be rubbish. It would be like Birdemic or The Room, not intentionally, just because I have no skill as a filmmaker. But yeah, I think that would be great. Hell
yeah. I'm down.
Yeah.
Becky's so-called surprise appearance was the most entertaining episode of Fat Camp, and that's why Live made $15,000 in donations that night.
Grand.
That's true.
Yep,
these lies, they'll be a surprise in the pocketbook. I think Billy the Fridge made a ton of sympathy donos for the driving drunk thing. That was a big upswing in donations. Jaffe, we should fake being a gay couple. But we should like really sell it. Like
what's
should
in it
kiss.
for me?
You a kiss on the cheek or something? Okay.
It was worth trying. It was worth trying. You could say two things. You could say you're dating his daughter, right? All right, or you're with his daughter.
Yeah.
And you got kissed by the guy who made God of War.
Yeah, I mean this whole
and
dating the daughter
say to your
thing.
ex.
Yeah, it's all a ploy. It's all a ploy to get back at my ex.
I got fucked by Jaffe.
GameStar.
Good morning, gentlemen. How we doing?
We're doing great.
Doing good.
Do you got a notepad, Tech?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, what's up?
We need to start
write this down, Tech. Fuck you.
We need to start planning some fake shit for Fat Camp. So I'm thinking alien invasion.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm thinking
aliens come in. They say that their plan is to abduct, kidnapped a bunch of us, right? Mm-hmm. Then they go through and they scan everyone, and then they just leave. They don't take anyone, and everyone's really upset that they didn't get picked.
Oh, that's funny.
Are you going to be able to? When Fat Camp's coming up, though, right? By that time, all the aliens will be gone, won't they? ICE is moving
Trump
fast.
pulling.
True.
I was thinking we do. Have you heard of what's that game? Like Among Us, right? We do like a live version of Among Us where some people are the serial killers who do it at night.
That'd be fun.
Like midnight. We have them running around the compound with flashlights, right? We have multiple camera feeds feeding into like one Discord call.
Yeah, that would be fun. I've thought about doing that.
All right, real life Among Us.
The problem is the movement, right? you're forcing fat people to walk for like 10 minutes at a time.
That's part of the thing. Those fat fucks, including
Billy's
me.
an easy catch.
What is that? Movie that just came out from Stephen King, The Long Walk, where if you stop walking, they even kill you.
No.
The audience should just keep donating money, and the last fat fuck standing is the one that gets all of that money. But you can't stop. And the minute you stop, you're out. So it's like Battle Royale, but just fat people walking.
Somebody mentioned in chat Clue. So like a little murder mystery. That'd be pretty interesting.
Oh, that'd be fun. I have an idea where I don't know where I would get this. Maybe I have to just build the stuff on site. But there's a certain name for those little carts that go behind one horse. It's not a carriage, but it's like much smaller. And I was going to make the fat people pull the skinny people around in a wagon, like horses. And then
you mean the things in Japan or China, the rickshaws?
Yes, rickshaw, yeah.
Okay. Like what a gladiator had in like Rome, a chariot.
Yeah.
Or they could joust each other. That'd be pretty interesting. Jousting?
They did the sea jousting, in the lake.
How are you into this, Tech? You're one of the fat people.
I don't give a fuck. It'd be fun as fuck. Can you imagine I'm pulling... Who would I pull? Like Desi? No, Boogie would pull Desi. Keem, thoughts on my girlfriend going to fat camp?
My thoughts are, I hope the fuck not.
Too bad, old man.
I don't know yet. We have to...
Okay, because she helps me with some medical stuff.
Yeah, I don't know yet, but it's like 50-50. We just have to run the numbers and see what kind of room we have and whatnot.
And Tech, I'm going to do everything I can to talk her out of it. It's a terrible idea.
She loves me. She loves me more. Sorry.
Good. She should.
Every time the TTS goes off, like Desi gets to whip you as you're pulling her.
Hell yeah. We should do that. What's another one? It was you seen the seniors in like high school do this like water gun prank where everyone has a target, right? And you have to secretly wet your target if they're like not holding like a thing in their hand, right? If they're holding a thing, they're immune. But if you catch them without that thing in their hand, then you can squirt them and they're out of the game. And then the winner is the last person standing who has not been killed.
But that might be fun for you to play, but is it fun to watch, Tech?
Well, it's like a background thing happening throughout the entire event. Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So like it plays for
multiple days. But how hard is it to know where you are? You're on a show 5 times a day.
Well, I mean, if there's like 20 people there, right, and there's multiple things being filmed at the same time, right? It's like, oh, did you catch? They actually caught fucking Boogie on Cash walking to the fridge. That fat fuck, right? They squirted him with like the blue coloring dye or whatever. Could work. Jeff, you just hate it because it involves moving, and you haven't left your fucking desk chair in like 3 weeks.
It's not that. It's just that you talk a big game, and then everything that you're, for the most part, proposing are just kind of, they're fine.
Okay,
but
sorry.
Inspired.
Let's spend $9,000 and get 3 cars and crash them into each other, all right? That's what you want to do.
I'm not saying $9,000. I'm not saying spend anything. But if you need something that's going to get people talking, and you having a squirt gun fight probably isn't it. That might be some nice B material. But you want something that's going to be like, fuck, did you see what happened at fat camp? And it ain't going to be you guys. Now, if you want to fill the water guns up with urine,
oh my god,
now we got a game.
Yeah,
now we got a goddamn game.
But only if you have Batgirl as your target. Look, I think if we got partnered with like Kelshi or whatever that fucking gambling site is, and we did a fat camp exclusive gambling pool, right? The fans would love it. But then we'd lose out on the money, which I mean, don't like.
you can dump like $1 million into a 2-hour stream and have the coolest, craziest stuff in the world. The audience would more respond to Becky Shut Up the Fat Camp storylines, and the audience being able to be interactive with the content through TTS is way more important.
Yeah. Oh, a cigarette smoking competition between Albert and Tina would go hard. Who can smoke the most cigarettes in one sitting?
Fuck.
Well, I remember $700
what if you got is prostitution legal where you're doing this?
Texas?
No, probably not. I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
We hire strippers.
I remember the first week that, the first couple days that we were there. Keem and I and Mike, I don't remember who else was there, but we were all playing poker. And I know some people in chat mentioned like maybe we should do like a championship poker. I feel like that'd be interesting. No?
Well, you'd have to set it up where the audience would be able to see the cards that you're holding. That's the only way it'd be remote.
Like right next, at eye level.
There's a big portion of the audience, and I would say at least 50% that don't know how to play poker, so they wouldn't understand it.
That's true.
That's why like storylines, and streams about somebody cheating are like the most successful streams and content you can run because it's relatable to everyone,
But even though they're the same thing every time, there's not a diminishing return on the repetition of those storylines.
Well, you need someone to be interested, right? Like today, someone's getting fired again, potentially. I mean, and people care. They want Albert fired,
Yeah. Another tradition I had for an episode of the Fat Camp Trials or whatever, when you're making people work out, do fan votes to see who they want to be tied together. Right? Imagine it's like, Twiggy, I don't know if Twiggy's going, but let's just say Twiggy and Boogie have to be tied together with a 6-foot rope for the entire day. Right? Whatever streams are going on, they have to go on together. If they need to go to the bathroom, that rope goes under the door and they try their best.
Okay. That's solid.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good. That's a good one.
Yeah, you can punish
But you got to get them out of fat camp too, though, right? Send them to the grocery store and shit like that.
Dude,
I think.
Yeah.
Imagine if they were handcuffed and one person had to take a shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. I gave 6 foot only because I don't want to be in the room shitting with Boogie, the fucking monster asshole motherfucker.
I would pay for that.
I know. I wanted some leeway. Fucking handcuff those motherfuckers. Get those pigs tied up. I'm down for that. Oh,
rope gets short. Every donation, the rope gets shorter.
What if we did? Yeah. Every $100 they lose a foot, and if they get $600 for that, like pairing, handcuffs.
Handcuffs. Yeah.
Okay. We got a donation from Red.
Yeah, I was gonna say that donation is money. Now that's a good idea.
Yeah, a mock divorce.
And then we have Shifty there.
Oh, true.
Yeah, he's the pastor.
The last day of Fat Camp, we did the wedding. Fat Camp 1. Yep. The last day of Fat Camp 2, we did the divorce proceedings.
It's a nice way to end the story. Close the book.
Are they actually getting divorced?
No.
We can make them though.
Yeah.
What if you guys don't let Boogie take a shower for the entire time?
That's what he wants. That's already his behavior.
That's cruel.
I know, but it would be funny to watch people deal with him.
Can we just make Boogie have to shower, like in his clothes for every $100 dono, right? You spray him from afar with body wash all over him, and he just has to shower like a fucking whore outside in a fucking hose.
No water, just soap.
Just soap? Okay, that's even more diabolical.
Boogie is disgusting, and Boogie will do anything. Last year, we found a dead snake. We brought it in the house. He was literally going to eat it. I stopped him. I was like, no, I don't.
He was drunk, though, to be fair.
But he was going to eat it.
He was. I know. I saw him. I was recording it. Yeah.
You guys should get a big slip and slide and just get the fat people to go sliding down the slip and slide and see how far who would go farther? Would Boogie go farther because he's fatter?
Yeah,
or would
mass.
Once the mass is moving. Look, I think
it all comes down to speed, though. You need to run, and they're not going to run.
Another one.
Maybe if there's like a bucket of chicken at the end, and the person reaches the bucket of chicken.
Who wants the thighs?
That's right.
Keem, if you had us doing like a endurance like laps around the fucking pond or whatever, right?
Yeah.
If they drop a 50, it's like, they get the option of, Boogie has to either walk, crawl, jog, or like roll on his side, as he does the fucking endurance laps. You can just choose what state he's in for the next minute. So, all right, Boogie, get crawling for a minute, you fat fuck. They just keep doing that.
Tech, there's an amazing dono you could read right now.
I am not paying to have your corpse shipped back to California or wherever for the funeral, though. So if you die there,
I'm not dying.
You're going to rot there in Texas because I ain't paying for it.
My family's going to ship me out to Mexico to be buried with my ancestors. Anyways, K-Nub Steeler says a bit where Tech pays to drink with the cool kids. Shut the fuck up. Kill yourself. Go clean yourself, asshole.
This is the longest you've ever talked to Keemstar without having to pay him for the privilege, Tech. That's excellent.
That is true.
$20.
Major respect. You've been unbanned.
Sick. All right.
He said it was confusion, but basically I put out a post and I said, I'm just sick of this damn racism that's happening in the LCU. Because it's like, over the top, right? He put an L on that post. Now he said he was putting an L on the post because he's against racism, but I took it as like, oh, he's a racist. Fuck off. Get out of here.
Which person is this?
Some
Major
user.
respect. He's in chat. I just unbanned him.
Gotcha.
So yeah, there's a couple ideas. I think we had some.
But do you guys have more stuff planned this year, or is that the idea?
To be honest, we didn't plan a single thing yet because we had to lock down the location, and we did spend every single day over the last month looking for location. And there's just like little things that you don't think about, like RV hookups, like certain people need their own like space and stuff. So you need that. Theater room was huge last year. So it has to have a theater room, has to allow pets. And so like we'd find all these amazing places, but just one thing would be wrong. Or, you know, the budget was too high to stay at this place. And I got so desperate, I said, fuck it. And I just contacted the people from last year. So now that that's locked down, today, me and Mike will go in the writer's room and we'll start planning a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Keem, I have another suggestion. Do you know what henna is?
I don't.
Henna is like it's like a temporary tattoo thing they do in like India.
Oh yeah.
Where like it leaves like the little thing. You can use henna. Because I know Boogie's like liar tattoo, like, haha, whatever. But you can do henna to put like certain usernames on people's bodies, like the fat guys, for like a couple days. It'll stay on there for like 2 or 3 days.
Right.
Right.
They drop you're talking about the ones that last like a year.
No. Fuck that henna. I'm talking about like, we got a crown during the show. Boogie now has a fucking like 1 foot long name on his chest the entire stream.
I got a way better idea. All right. We set up this competition called Gang Wars, and we use henna to give everyone like straight up real gang tattoos.
Yeah. As long as I can represent Crypt, and then we're fine.
Right.
No bloods out here. Anyways.
That was cringe.
You should also fly a therapist in and do like and film the therapy sessions that everybody has to go to.
We talked about the confession room, right? But if you had a therapist, that's a little more interesting.
Did you guys lose him?
Yeah, we're
okay.
here.
He's lagging a lot. Okay, yeah. We're good.
No, well, yeah. An actual therapist who takes it serious would be such a fish out of water. I don't know if he would or she would go nuts, or there'd be a lot of come to Jesus moments. But either way, it would be entertaining to watch.
Yeah. I've also seen this comment and a lot of the streams talking about Fat Camp. If we're doing it in the same place and there's like a city nearby, is there the opportunity to do one day where we have a fan meetup outside the compound, where we meet up with people and we say hi, how's it going, we sign shit?
Nobody's going to ask you to sign shit.
The only issue with that is that some people that we don't want around us are gonna come back again.
It's not worth it. Like, look, I'm either gonna have to plan Fat Camp or plan a fan meetup. Doing both would be impossible because a fan meetup takes a lot. I mean, you guys saw with your little thing what you had to do.
That shit was
we would have to do way more. You know, we got a guy that faked cancer and who was just racist and just did a crypto scam. And I'm only talking about Boogie. You know, like there's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah. There is a way to set up with TTS to trigger like a thing, like an automated paintball gun to shoot Boogie from like 30 feet away. We can have that.
Yeah,
kind
we
of
did
shit.
that for Stony back in the day. We did that for Twisted Metal back in the day.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, with the machine gun. Yeah.
So we can have a late night stream.
Is that if you're going to the same place, do you guys still have that? It still has the pond and everything?
Yes. And there are snakes in that. Like we call it Snake Island because we were all swimming in it. And then right after the first day when we were swimming in it, we noticed about 7 snakes like in the water. And every day, like so many snakes, like unbelievable. You're walking in the lawn and there's just a dead snake. And it's like, oh my God, how many snakes live here? This is insane.
You should get like a scuba gear and have Boogie go down there with a camera and just swim around for an hour and just show because probably all kinds of crappy, weird shit in that thing.
The craziest thing that happened last year is I set my phone down and my vape, and I set it in one of the kayaks. And then I threw kayaks at them while I threw my phone in the water, and it was straight up in the lake. And I'm like,
I remember seeing that.
Fat Cap is ruined. Wings stepped on it and found my phone. It was like unbelievable. Like the chances of that, like.
But your phone survived being in the water?
Being stepped
Yep,
by.
it was. It was only
Totally
on my
unscripted.
wings. Yeah, either one. Yeah.
Totally unscripted. The guy
Yeah,
was just like, "Oh, here's my phone. Where the fuck did it go?"
Dude, it's wild.
Interesting.
Yeah, that would have been it.
I'm excited.
All right. Well,
Is it still set for March 15th?
I'm gonna content won't start until the 16th, but you know we can. You guys can't go there early, but I can go there a day early. So you guys will arrive. I'll figure that out. I need to do more checking behind the scenes on how we can do that because the main house is occupied on the 15th, but then it's free on the 16th. So I locked down the wedding hall. So that's where we're going to run our, podcast table and whatnot. And I have soundproof panels and all this stuff. We have Starlink roam. We have 3 different Starlink roams that'll be there this year. So internet shouldn't be a problem. And yeah.
Hell yeah, this is exciting.
So nobody has to go run around and set up equipment all over again, or are you just still gonna have one set of equipment?
Well, we'll be able to just set up the internet on top of a vehicle, and then we can drive that car to the location where we need internet.
Or you could do that.
oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. That's excellent.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, we should have done that. We didn't know. Now we know.
Now we know.
All right. Excellent. Well, you guys be safe, Tech. I think you're a fucking moron. Do not take my child there.
It'll be fun. I'm thinking about driving out there.
There's nothing more
I drove.
healthy for a relationship than the woman you're dating, seeing the man she's dating, pulling another woman in a rickshaw while the woman whips her.
Well, what if
Whips
she's the
him.
woman whipping me?
Even it's just like, how can she ever fuck you after that? She'd be
Jaffe,
like,
you've
you are
put-
such a...
You've put an ice cube up your ass on stream for fun.
Yeah, it wasn't... Yeah, but that's different.
No.
You guys know better from each other.
I can
That's
tell you
totally
this:
different.
it's not safe. It doesn't matter what I would have done last year; it still would have been a dangerous place. There's activities, sporting activities. You can get hurt no matter what if you're doing some type of athletic thing, right? Then there's paintballs. There's people throwing things, and then there's unstable retards that literally will throw hands, and we've seen that last year. So it's just not safe. So I don't know.
That's why we sign away our rights. Hell yeah, everybody.
You do, but it's not safe. Anyone thinking, "Oh, I'm going to go there and I'm going to be totally fine." No, anything can happen. You enter at your own risk.
Yeah, by the way, chat, it's time. We have to send you over to the fucking LolCow Cache. I heard they got a special episode today with the cheating whore, whatever lady who her husband is not real or some shit. Check them out. They're going to have a great show today. Any last comments?
Thank you for the super chat, by the way. He says tech smells like feet. You goddamn right.
Yeah,
Trust
fuck
me.
you.
I
I'm
know.
gonna go fart in your room, old man.
Yeah.
Any last message,
All right.
Keemstar?
Subscribe to LolCow Crypt.
Yeah! Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hey, you guys.